Madam Chair,
even
pasensya na po.
from sources
Sec,
was
if
higher.
with due courtesy, please answer my question directly. Napakasimple po ng tanong ko. Tama po ba na hindi ka gumalaw, maging pipi at bigi ka na lang, na alam mo namang napakamahal ng testing at inaabuso ng PhilHealth at inaabuso yung taong bayan kasi may pandemya? Madam Chair, may I request the Honorable Herbosa to please answer all our questions directly and avoid going around the bush because this is a serious hearing.
Po
Madam
talaga.
Chair, tanggapin na lang natin ang sagot ni Secretary Duque na dahil naging available ang supplies, bumaba ang cost of testing. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair. My first question, of course, is to our former colleague, Secretary Duque. Sec, last hearing po kasi, nagkaroon ng mga katanungan in relation to the pandemic response. So, my first question is, who decided and who computed for the COVID test package of 8,200 pesos? Can PhilHealth confirm this? Because last hearing, how much was the price? 82, 81, 85?
We're just double checking, Mama.
Yeah, or can Secretary Duque probably remember, Madam Chair?
My recollection, Your Honor, is that the projected cost of the test, because this was at the initial stage of the pandemic, there was a technical group. I'm trying to recall the name. Dr. Carlo Panelo, I think, was part of that group that made a study on what was the correct fee for the tests for COVID. So, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I can't recall exactly the basis.
Magkano po?
Parang mga ganun eh. Parang
8,500, 8,200.
I hope PhilHealth can confirm that, Your
Ma'am,
Honor.
here, we already have the figures, ma'am.
Yes, who would like to provide a response?
I will, Your Honor. As of April 14, 2020, the price was 8,150 pesos. And then on June 25, 2020, the price was brought down to 3,409 pesos. And then on November 30, 2021, the price was brought down to 2,800 pesos. And then on May 26, 2021, the price was further reduced to 2,287 pesos. And then on November 30, 2021, the price was 2,450 pesos. And then lastly, on June 10, 2022, Madam Chair, the price was... Wala na po, sorry. So the last one was on... The last price reduction was on November 30, 2021. It was at 2,450 pesos, Madam Chair. Thank you po.
Madam Chair, may we request PhilHealth to furnish us a breakdown of establishments, facilities, private and government, including the amount, and base it on the date of testing.
We'll do po.
Who actually receive COVID testing reimbursement. May follow-up question to Secretary Duque, Madam Chair.
Yes po, ma'am. We will submit po.
Thank you,
po.
maraming salamat. Sec, hindi po ba sa lahat ng mga testing na ginagawa, there's a WHO formula that is being utilized?
Yes, if I recall, that is part of the considerations in the formulation of the testing costs.
So, Madam Chair, this...
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I just
I'd like
wanted to interject with your permission that in the initial stage of the pandemic, where there was a scant supply of test kits, the testing cost was clearly very high, but as soon as time went by and supplies and prices started to stabilize, then DOH with PhilHealth started to make the corresponding adjustments. So they started to reformulate the testing fees so that pababa ng pababa as the supplies increased and as the prices stabilized. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, Madam Chair, if I bring back the memory of the Honorable Secretary Duque, nababa po ng nababa ang presyo nung paulit-ulit po namin kinakatok ang inyong opisina during the budget deliberations. Because 8,150 per COVID test is exorbitant. Kaya nga po, Madam Chair, if the Honorable Duque is aware that there is a WHO formula being used in computation, this will point to the fact that the test cost should have actually been between 2,000 to 2,500 pesos. Di po ba? So, nagkaroon po nag-take advantage yung iba kasi binigyan na ng presyo na 8,150. So, Madam Chair, may I request the Secretariat for the next hearing, we invite those responsible for computing such. Kasi kawawa naman yung taong bayan na napag-isip na ganun pala kamahal. Secretary, did you ever ask your counterpart ministers in other countries? Kagaya po ng Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, yung ating pong mga neighbors, because there's a network where secretaries collaborate and discuss. Natanong niyo po ba sila magkano yung kanilang COVID testing cost?
I'm sorry, Madam Chairperson, I don't recall having consulted my contemporaries in the other ministries of health. But I would like to believe that the benefit package or benefit development office of PhilHealth was the responsible office to ensure that the testing fees or costs are sensitive to our people's ability to pay. No? So, yung benefit development office
So, Madam Chair, ang sinasabi po, tinuturo po ni Secretary Duque yung benefit office. But is it not prudent for you as Secretary of Health to oversee? So my next question, Secretary Herbosa, dahil kayo po ay nanungkulan rin sa Departamento ng Kalusugan before. If you were the Secretary of Health during the time of the pandemic at nakikita mo hindi sinunod yung WHO formula, tayo ang may pinakamahal na testing which is 8,150 per test compared to 2,000 pesos sa neighboring countries. What will you do, Honorable Secretary?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Usually, even our price of other medical devices and tests increase because of additional VAT, the traders' costs. So when we compare our healthcare costs to other countries, there's a slight markup. So I'll just make sure that the comparable markup is not exorbitant. So you'll also
Actually,
compare
Madam
with
Chair,
other
my
countries.
question was, what are you going to do if you were the Secretary during that time? At nakita nga, kasi ang sinasabi ni Secretary Duque, ang nag-compute daw ay yung isang opisina sa PhilHealth. But of course, he's the chairman of the board. At alam lahat yung cost nun. Kasi malawakan na naririnig yon. So my question is, tsaka SecTed, ang VAT po ay 12% lang. So we're talking about 2,000 pesos versus 8,150. Siguro naman, hindi naman po yun yung customs duties, taxes, and VAT. So my question is, having been with the Department of Health, and now that you are Secretary, and as Secretary of Health, you oversee, you're the chairman of the Board of PhilHealth, susundin mo lang ba ang sinabi ng isang opisina, nag-compute kami ganito, meron namang WHO formula?
We agree, Madam Chair, no? We have to look at all costs. Tama din naman yung sinabi ni former Secretary Duque na at the beginning there was scarcity of all these tests so that the prices
Madam Chair,
even
pasensya na po.
from sources was
If
higher.
with due courtesy, please answer my question directly. Napakasimple po ng tanong ko. Tama po ba na hindi ka gumalaw, maging pipi at bigi ka na lang na alam mo namang napakamahal ng testing at inaabuso ng PhilHealth and inaabuso yung taong bayan kasi may pandemya. My question is, 8,150 ang binigay, suggested, recommended testing cost. Recommended yan eh. Kasi hindi naman ikaw ang nagde-decide. As head of the agency, will you just accept it? That can be answerable by yes or no.
No, we'll not just accept it. We'll have to study it and compare with both local and international cost. In fact, at that time, ang mababa po, pinakamababa po was the Philippine Red Cross na testing rates.
Yeah, Madam Chair, may I request the Honorable Herbosa to please answer all our questions directly and avoid going around the bush because this is a serious hearing. Moving forward, Madam Chair, ang sinabi ni Secretary Duque kanina is pandemic, mahirap, walang supply. Tama naman po yun. But is it not, Secretary Duque, that the government is the most powerful institution in a country? In fact, any hospital or any clinic will have difficulty surviving if they are not accredited by PhilHealth or the government. So yung sinabi niyong hindi kaya ng gobyerno kasi yung stock na sa mga pribadong sektor lang. But we were seeing in the news that the authorities were actually raiding the private businessmen for this. So ano po ang comment niyo dito?
I don't exactly I did not understand the context.
Yeah, the context, Madam Chair, is earlier, the Honorable Secretary said, kaya naging mahal yan, hindi na kayo nag-communicate sa ibang ministers of health, hindi nyo na rin kinonsider yung WHO formula kasi talaga namang may shortage at walang stock. Pero kung walang stock, bakit kaya ng private sector magpa-test? Kasi ang issue here is not the issue here is the price. The issue here is PhilHealth paying 8,150 pesos per COVID testing at yun ang naging benchmark kaya lahat ng private laboratories, including government laboratories, ay tinaga yung mga pasyente. And mind you, nagkaroon pa kayo ng ruling na hindi pwedeng i-release kung hindi maging negative ang test. Where everybody, virologists and immunologists knew that after 10 to 2 weeks, ay pwede nang hindi na infectious ang pasyente. So the point here is, the pandemic became an opportunity para lalong masirap yung tao. So ang tanong ko nga, ang sinasabi mo, walang available, bakit kinaya ng mga pribadong sektor? Ano po ang pananaw nyo?
I will have to have that looked into and but given my limitations as a private individual now, I would like to ask the DOH, the COVID laboratory expert panel, to look into the matter because what is clear here is, as I've said earlier, the supplies then at the height of the pandemic or the initial stages of the pandemic was scarce. And so it was really difficult. Everybody was scrambling for supplies and the whole world suffered from the global supply chain shortage. And so this affected even formulation of testing fees. But the important thing is you would see the downward trajectory of the testing cost as soon as supplies became more available and prices began to stabilize. It's not as if the 8,000
Sige,
became
Madam
a
Chair,
steady cost and plateaued there.
Yeah,
Meron
so,
naman po
Madam
talaga-
Chair, tanggapin na lang natin ang sagot ni Secretary Duque na dahil naging available ang supplies, bumaba ang cost of testing. But records in Congress will bear it out that there were a lot of push from Congress for DOH to bring down the cost because it was a lot cheaper in the private sector. Let me move forward, Madam Chair, to my next question. In the previous hearing, ang sabi ng Department of Health that the DOH has around 110 to 120 bids and awards committees. Can the Secretariat confirm this based on our records? Okay. So, Sec Duque, napakarami pala ng back ng Department of Health. Kasi kawawa naman yung ating DOH, including ikaw, na nagkaroon tuloy ng problema at kaso simply because there was the transfer of magkano nga ba yung nalipat? How much was transferred to PSDBM? 47 billion. 46, the amount of money transferred to PSDBM. So, with 110 to 120 bids and awards committees, paano po nangyari na nilipat yung 47 billion approximately to PSDBM? That paved way for DOH and yourself to end up having cases. Kasi kawawa naman yung ating mga health workers. Ano po ang naging reason nito, Sec?
Madam Chairperson, the information of the DOH having 110 callbacks, no, is far from the truth, because the callback of the DOH only totals about 5 committees on bids and awards. And during that time,
Madam Chair,
Chairperson,
pasensya po, Sec, let's go direct kasi sayang yung oras. You're saying that the Department of Health has only 5 bucks total. And Yusek Bravo, in the previous hearing, mentioned around 110 to 120. Secretary Herbosa, ilan po ba ang bucks ng DOH?
Minimum po, ay tama yung 100 kasi yung 5 is in the central office lang
Okay.
po yun.
So what was
ang
given
lahat ng
to
hospital,
us-
meron pong 87 yon,
Okay.
merong isa o dalawang back yon. Ganun din ang regional offices, may isa o dalawang back din po yon.
So in a nutshell, tama po ba ang sinagot ng DOH nung nakarang hearing that the Department of Health has 110 to 120 bids and awards committees?
More or less, nationwide po.
What the Secretary Duque said.
yeah, I was referring to only the central office callback, Madam Chairperson.
Follow-up question, Madam Chair. Bakit po ipipilit nyo yung central office back, even with 5 bucks? Eh, hindi po ba ang Department of Health when you bid? Kasama po yan lahat, including yung hospital box, regional box, attached agency box.
Your Honor, Madam Chairperson, at that time, we were really scrambling for supplies. It would be too simplistic to assume that at the initial stages of the pandemic, there were sufficient local suppliers to provide the much needed COVID supplies, and in particular, the personal protective equipment. So, wala. Dahil at that time, nag-lockdown tayo.
So, Madam
Tapos,
Chair, ang sinasabi ni Secretary Duque, pag DOH ang nagpabid, walang stock. Pag PSDBM ang nagpabid, merong stock. Ganun po ba ang aming pagkaintindi? Because you're telling us that there was scarcity of suppliers, so you have to transfer the funds to PSDBM. Pareho naman kayong ahensya ng Pilipinas. What makes PSDBM special that you have to course all the biddings through that agency rather than Department of Health, who has the technical expertise?
we actually, our callbacks remained functional. And in fact, they did.
So why transfer, Secretary, 47 billion to PSDBM and put the career of DOH people on the firing range?
The answer to that, Madam Chairperson, is that the transfer was precisely effected and approved by the IATF, NTF, and endorsed to the President to
So,
transfer
Madam Chair, may I
to
move that the
PSDBM.
Secretary provide us with the documents and the minutes of the meeting showing the directive of the IATF to transfer the money from DOH to PSDBM?
I will review the records, Madam Chairperson, and I will...
Teka, Madam
There's
Chair.
there's a motion. Do I hear a second? All right. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Okay. So, Madam Chair, we will go back to that issue in the subsequent hearings. My last question to Secretary Duque. Sec, pasensya na Sec ha, kasi nalito kami nung previous hearing. Supposedly, hindi naman ito yung topic. Pero nagulat po kasi kami nung nasabing, can you confirm this? 71 billion ang inutang natin? Is that only for vaccines or is that for the whole COVID response? The total loan,
Plus 43,
may 43 pa. 71.
71 plus 45.3 of the 45, sinoli.
Okay, can I just have a minute, Madam Chairperson, as I have to get the figures from my staff, just for a while.
Okay, Mr. Ma'am. Kukunin niya lang.
Okay, so kindly verify.
Honorable Garin, based on my memory, two figures emerged in the last hearing. There's 71 billion and 45.3 billion. And of the 45.3 billion, I believe 43 billion was returned.
Madam Chair, may I request that the BIHC Director, Sudhya Kal, be given the floor, Madam Chair. Thank you.
As Ms. Aleli, you have the floor.
Thank you po, Madam Chair, and thank you, Secretary Duque. Yes, the Philippines made 6 loans from 3 from the aid. No, I will explain later. Some of these are just part of the 2 major or parent loans, one from the World Bank and one from the Asian Development Bank. So there is the Philippine COVID-19 Emergency Response Project, or the PSERP, wherein we made a loan of 100 million. We have the PSERP additional financing
Sorry, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Alali, Philippine COVID Emergency Response
project po.
Project.
That's a PSERP po.
Okay.
And then, so the first tranche of that is worth $100 million. The second one, the PSERP additional financing, which is worth $485,180,000. And then the PSERP 2 additional financing worth $300 million, which was eventually canceled in September 2023.
Madam Chair, sandali lang po ha. Nasanay kasi ako sa pesos.
Sorry po.
Yeah. So, can we translate that to pesos so we avoid confusion? So, the initial first tranche of the loan was 100 million. Is that dollars or pesos?
Dollars po, Madam.
Oh, so it's $100 million.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung pangalawang utang, $485,180,000. Dollars. Okay.
Yes po.
Tapos yung pangatlo is $300 million.
Which was canceled in September 2023. And then,
Was it canceled completely?
Yes, Madam. Yes, Madam Congressman Garin po.
Okay.
And then we have the HEAL, or the Health System to Enhance and Limit COVID-19 project. So HEAL, under HEAL 1, we also made a loan of $125 million. Under HEAL 2, we made a loan of $700 million. And under HEAL 2 additional financing, an additional $500 million.
You call that HEAL 3 na? Or,
Yes, opo.
so it's HEAL 1, 2, 3. HEAL 1, $125 million. HEAL 2, $700 million. HEAL 3, $500 million.
Opo.
So any other loan?
No, yun lang po, Madam.
So that would be a
Congressman
total
Garin.
of 3, 4, 8, 10.
In pesos.
Sorry, Madam Chair. Magkano lahat? So lahat ng loans na ito, Madam Chair, na-release.
Opo. Sorry, let me interject, Honorable Garin. Why is this different from the numbers that you mentioned in the previous hearing? In the previous hearing, you mentioned 71 billion and 45.3, of which 43 was returned. That was what I remember. So that's 71 plus 2, so 73. But now that you're, well, roughly, I'm computing about 105. Those are very different numbers.
Madam Chair, I would like to defer to the statement my colleague, Director Ella. I was not the one who gave those numbers.
Well, we don't, it's not important kung sino po sa inyo ang nagsalita. Kayo po ay dumating dito bilang isang pamilya. Yun lang po ang importante.
Yes
So,
po, Madam
kung
Chair.
ano po ang lumabas po na impormasyon, kahit sino po ang nagsalita, yun po ang kinukuha po namin na
Mr. Chair,
katotohanan.